So joining us on TBC next is everybody's favorite, certainly one of my favorite. She remains ageless and how, she remains timeless and how. And if you weren't convinced about it, well, you have to hear her singing Miley Cyrus's latest song that won her a Grammy. Usha Uthup, welcome to TBC. So glad to have you here. Like I said, it is only you can transition from Koi Yahan Nache Nache to Miley Cyrus's Flowers. You have done it for so many decades now. How? How do you keep it so relevant and keep it so alive?
Well, first of all, let me say it's wonderful to be with you on CBC. Namaskar, namaskaram, sat sri akal, salam alaikum. I'm so excited to be with you. What can I say? Because this is such an important thing in my life, really. And I'm sure all of you would agree that, as you said, decades, 54 years of singing some song like Fever and then California Dreaming and then, so many songs. And then suddenly you do Miley Cyrus's Flowers. But actually, it's not like that. I've always believed that a song is a song, and it's timeless no matter what. And actually, retro is where it's at now. People all want to hear recall, and in my show list, it's always been that the older songs get get more what get people
Yeah,
more energized
yeah.
than the newer ones. Now, Flowers, and of course, songs with lyrics, okay? There was a time when I Will Survive was a breakup song for every girl, right? And Gloria Gaynor's song. And was on my top on my list. Actually, in the batting order, it would have been third or fourth in the show. Then slowly, what happened was newer songs came, or I started singing Dawn too because I'd sung in that. Then I'd done Bulea, and of course, Dam Maro Dam and I Love You remain a constant. Okay, it's always there. So when my daughter Anjali told me, she just sent me a recording of what she had done, okay, of Flowers, and I just thought it was such a marvelous piece of
Indeed.
song
Yeah.
that and she told me that, Amma, why don't you do it as well? So when Anjali told me about this song, I just thought it was such a brilliant piece of lyric, really. I just loved the lyrics. We were right till we weren't. That line just says so many things.
Does.
Built a home and saw it burn. There are some songs that really give me goosebumps just thinking about the lyric. And
Yeah.
then when it says, why do we depend on everybody else to do things for us or make us feel good? And this one is not really a breakup song. It's such a
Yeah.
positive song of Nari-Shakti, really. Nari-Shakti, Stree Shakti, and woman power, really. And on this Valentine's Day, I would definitely say that it's not just for the women; it's for the men as well. Why do we need somebody else to buy us flowers? Why do we need that? Or why do we need
Bravo.
someone else to talk to for hours? Why don't we do it with ourselves? And, there are so many positive feelings in this song that it just became marvelous. So it came onto my repertoire list for the shows about maybe 2 months ago. And whoever thought that she was going to get a Grammy for this and
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
rendition would become viral? Was really, really thankful and full of gratitude to my followers, and shall I say to my not followers, to my supporters who've supported my music and loved me as I am.
Loved you. We all love you. And I'm actually loving how it's early in the morning, but you are all in your avatar. I'm loving the red on you like right now. I'm also loving that red bindi. All of this is quite marvelous, like you said. But you've had quite a year, ma'am. You just got the Padma. Your songs are viral. You want to, I really want to understand what is your mantra to keeping it relevant, to staying so enthusiastic about life and your love for music, even at this age?
My mantra is to be able to accept that you have to make time your friend, not fight with time. I think if you make time your friend and realize that the youth are the future of our, of our whole life. That without the youth, we'd be going absolutely nowhere. So I think that focus has to be there. And once you get that focus, that the youth, you are our future, then I think things, the jigsaw puzzle kind of gets neater, and you're not so puzzled anymore because I have noticed that even a song like Koi Yahan Aha Nache Nache, which was my song, Dekhte Dekhte, it's already 40 years
Wow.
since that song came,
40,
or
imagine.
Ramba Ho. So one needs time for something to become a classic. And you can't become a classic just overnight, it's not possible. And so there are certain songs which even great composers like R.D. Burman and all were not appreciated in their time. But today, he's one of the most remixed and re-remixed, musicians of all time. And I think that is what it's all about. When you realize that and accept that a song is always bigger than the singer, because the song will keep coming back over and over again if you give it life, whichever song it is. Like, how can something like, say, Hotel California, or Can't Buy Me Love, or I Can Get No Satisfaction, or all these old songs, how do they? They're all my contemporaries, okay? Almost all of them, the Beatles or Rolling Stones, or shall I say, some of them are much older than I, but their songs will live on forever, right?
Yeah.
So I think that is what is important, to realize that you are truly just an instrument to carry that forward to the future generation. And don't
Beautiful.
Absolutely.
think of everything as I, me, myself. No, it doesn't happen like that. For a singer or for an artist, it's that song, whichever song it is and whosever song it is. Like
True.
if I sing in my shows these days, I still sing Ajeeb Daasta Hai Ye, and I make it a woman's song, and I say, and I it's ancient, the song, but everybody in my audience sings it
Yeah,
along with me.
yeah.
And all the little twists and turns that I take when I'm talking to them, and or when I'm doing Bindiya Chamkegi, for example. I always say it's a woman's song. And, the lyrics before I start singing, I explain to them. But see, if you want something, you have to ask for it, whatever it is. Don't leave it to the other person. So if you say, Maine tujhse mohabbat ki hai, gulami nahi ki balma.
I, I actually can listen to you for hours and hours, ma'am, but I have to ask you that we're talking on Valentine's Day. What is your idea of love? And what is that song that perhaps denotes love for you? And if you can hum a few lines for us in your style.
For me, it's, I don't mean to sound like a cliche, but the fact is, for me, every day is Valentine's Day.
Kya baat
I can find romance in anything, in everything, and I'm a complete romantic, really. If it's raining, I find romance in that. If it's really hot, I find romance. I can find romance in anything. And now Valentine's Day means something very, very special for me. So I would say the perennial lines would be, where do I begin to tell the story of how great a love can be? The sweet love story that is older than the sea. The simple truth about the love you bring to me. Where do I start? And if I were to say
beautiful.
in Hindi, one of the most jealous songs, I love it so much because I'm such a jealous human being. Yeah? One of those is हमें तुमसे
Oh,
प्यार कितना ये हम नहीं जानते मगर जी नहीं सकते तुम्हारे बिना. And I really feel like, I cry every time I sing this song because there's a line which says, "Tumhe koi aur dekhe, to jalta
तो
hai dil."
जलता है दिल.
It's so simple. It's such a simple line,